Hi guys, welcome to another video. Today's video is another quick weave video using some old hair I had in my stash. Y'all know how it goes. So if you want to see me do this quick weave with this hair, then make sure you keep on watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye guys. Hi guys, welcome back. So I'm showing you my hair. I just basically put like 4 plaits in it and braided it to the back. I tried to make it as flat as I could. It still ended up being not as flat as I needed it to be, but that's okay. We'll work on the flatness along the way. So I'm just taking a nude wig cap, just regular from the beauty supply store, and as you can see, it's somewhat kind of sheer. I was hoping that, I was happy that I didn't get one that was really thick, and this is not the lightest of the caps. I didn't want that. I was satisfied with this color, I should say. So I'm using my Ebin lace spray or hairspray in the sensitive one. To me, this is the best version. The black can, the red can is okay, but the gold can is excellent. It beats all of them. So I'm just using the blow dryer on cool to kind of like do my cap or whatever. And I've already cut the cap. There was no sense in me leaving that in there. So I took the my Age Perfect L'Oreal powder in Sienna, and I'm taking that and putting that just on the areas I think where my closure will be. And I like a darker powder on my cap versus my skin tone. I feel like by the time I put the closure on, like the part looks natural. So as you can see, this is the frontal from IC Hair, and I was not about to do a frontal. I have no idea how to do a frontal, so I cut it to that right there, which is basically probably like a 5x5. So I use my Erica J Hold Me Down lace adhesive, and I use that. I didn't show that because y'all know how glue looks nowadays. So I just took that and placed it where I needed it. I think I took like 3 layers. I did 3 layers. So I'm just placing this down. Initially I felt like I placed it too far up, so I cut, my way back up because it was already glued down and I wasn't about to lift it up. So I basically just cut how far up I needed to go, if that makes sense to you all. But you see how well that melt into my skin, and how I didn't pluck this a frontal or anything. It already came like this, and this is a 3-year-old frontal and hair. So 3 years ago, if I see Hair was making their hair like this, I can imagine how it looks now. This is not sponsored. I bought this 3 years ago with my own money. I just never got around to getting it installed, and I never did anything with it. So I just decided that day that I wanted to play around with hair, and that's what I did. But yeah, so I'm just taking it, making sure I get all the areas that maybe were lifted up, especially those areas on the side. They seem to always give me trouble. But yes, but I felt like it's still, right now as I'm doing this voiceover, I've had this in for 2 weeks and it's still holding up amazing. Even the closure part has not come up yet. So I'm taking a band, and just to give it a further melt or to hold it down just a little bit while I glue down the remaining part of the closure. And instead of me putting the glue on the closure part, I'm like, okay, well, let me just put it on the cap, and that way I could just lay the cap down on top of the glue versus me trying to. It's hard when you're trying to do your own hair. Like it takes much practice to learn how to do your own hair. Like when you're doing somebody else's hair, you got it. They can turn how you need them to turn. They can lay how you need it to lay. But when you're doing your own hair and looking in the mirror, it's the complete opposite. Like you have to do the complete opposite of what you're seeing in the mirror. So yes, I'm just taking the glue and laying it down where I think the closure is going to be. This was a struggle. I won't say it was a struggle. It was a struggle. Yes, I prefer this method though. This is much easier than the last time I did it, and I tried to sew the closure down, which it worked. But when I got ready to take it out, like I'm not one for the fuss and fuss about when taking sew-ins and all of that stuff down. Like I just want to clip and go. And I'm the type of person that I'll cut my hair every single time. It doesn't bother me because I'm like, oh well, I done cut my hair again. But yeah, I seem to cut my hair all the time. So these, I'm showing you the bundles. I had one 20-inch, two 18-inch, and this is the Malaysian curly hair. And as you can see, it's like a 4C type curl. You'll see once I comb it out and brush it out and wet it and all that stuff. It's more like a 4C type curl. This curl is absolutely beautiful. If you were looking for a natural like 4C 4B type curl hair, I don't even know if they still sell this type hair, because like I say, y'all, hair is 3 years old, and I'm just basically playing around in hair and then showing my viewers who like to do stuff like this what I did. I'm by no means a professional at anything. I just look at YouTube and learn. So yeah, so the first two tracks, the first ones that I applied facing toward my face, because this is supposedly supposed to make my forehead seem smaller if I place the tracks going forward, and then all the rest of the tracks I just place like normal. Y'all will see. Well, hopefully you'll see. Hopefully you'll get it. So the first two tracks going forward, and then the other tracks I just laid normal. Next time I'm going to see if my camera can get like a better angle. And the good thing about this frontal is, yeah, I cut it, but the other two pieces I could use if I wanted to do another quick weave. If I wanted to reuse this hair, I could always make a wig with this hair. So it's not like when you do a quick weave and you cut your bundles, like you can't use the hair no more. No, you can use it. I can make a wig. I could do a quick weave again because the pieces are already measured, so I know exactly where to put where. So yeah, so this is me. I'm showing you all. I started to use spritz. So I felt like that would help the drying process. So now I'm showing you how I just went like in a U shape all the way up. I keep saying I'm gonna go on Amazon and get one of those 3-way mirrors. I feel like that would help me out a whole lot. One of those ones that you can hang like on a closet door, the bathroom door or whatever, while you're doing your hair, so you can see the back of it. And that's just me. I got like a long way to go. So I just kept going in a U shape until I got to the top, guys. So now I'm cutting the closure. First I had to make sure it was sprayed down because it felt like some of it was lifting up. So I'm like, well, let me spray it again just to make sure. I was just so blown away about how pre-plucked this was. Like, I didn't have to pluck it. I'm like that type of person. As long as I don't have to pluck anything, I'm good. If the minute I gotta pluck, it's gonna be a problem. So yeah, still blow drying on cool. I switch between cool and warm though. I'll do cool for a second, go warm, cool, then warm. Yeah. Then I'll take my scissors, my shears. I use shears for this one, and I just cut like in jagged motions. I was so proud of myself while doing this. I'm telling you, if you have one of those lace bands, you're going to use it over and over again. I'm just showing you the parting in the hair and how far it goes back and how much parting you can do. I initially left off with a side part, but like right now, if you've seen any of my recent videos, I have switched to a middle part and I have trimmed it somewhat into like a bob. If I had 20 going all the way around, that probably would be good, but the 20 was longer than the 18 and that was throwing off the look for me. So I just cut it all even, which I like. So y'all see it? You see it? Amazing, huh? I'm so crazy. Yeah, but I'm just cutting it in jagged motions, trying to just make sure I can probably get a hairline that is as realistic as I can get it. I just love that party. I just love it. I'm almost tempted to go back on their website and order something else, but it took me 3 years to use this, so there's no need for me to even try to do that. So I'm spraying it again to melt, melt, melt. And I'll put the band on again, and yeah, we gotta keep melting. I think probably like 4 or 5 days later, I eventually did 2 baby hairs on the side, just trying to experiment. Okay, let's untwist it, and it's just twist. You know how like with your natural hair, if you were to do a twist out, twist in the opposite direction, that's kind of what I did. Yeah, I like this. It's not as poofy. Yeah, it's not as poofy. I gotta glue something right there coming down. Yeah, I know I'll be honest with y'all. I gotta glue that. Uh-oh, almost got a knot. If I didn't say one pack was a 20 and the other 2 packs were 18, so I used one 20 pack and like 3/4 of the 118-inch pack, so I still got a 18-inch pack left. Okay guys, we are back. We made it through to another hair video and this is how it's looking. As you can see, the part, I haven't put any powder or concealer inside the part yet, only because I feel like it looks natural the way it is. Y'all know my parts are always never straight. Y'all know that. I feel like the closure which I made, it looks really natural. Really natural, like really. I didn't pluck it any more than what it was already plucked, and it did come with baby hairs. Let me see. I won't do any baby hairs only because I feel like this looks good the way it is. So let's just brush that out the way. Yeah, just other than that little swoop thing right there, and it's not hard or anything. That's all I'm doing there. And this is where it falls on me, you know, standing up or whatever, like right here. I probably could cut like some layers in it, but I don't need to. But yeah, I think this is a really beautiful hair. There's a reason why I had this in my stash for so long, because I was meant to do this hairstyle on this particular day at this particular time. So if you enjoyed today's video, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And of course, I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.